Hey YouTube, back with another video out in nature, of course. And today we'll talk about practicing the presence or living in the moment, being in an eternal now, as some would call it. So essentially, practicing the presence is the ultimate form of meditation. Now, this does not mean that you don't sit and meditate, but this is saying because when you sit and meditate, when you sit down, it's much easier to focus and go deep and concentrate. But when you're in activities of the world, then it's much harder to then go internalize the consciousness. So with practicing the presence, it is about living in the moment. It is about constantly affirming your divinity within at every moment of your life, which is the ultimate form of sadhana. Because essentially, what we want to do, the purpose of meditation, of practice, is so that we reap the benefits outside of meditation as well. That we want to feel God's presence all the time, not just in meditation. No, we want to feel it every second of our lives. So, to do that, how do we do that? So practicing the presence, I have found to be the chief way to continue the meditation outside of meditation. So normally when people leave meditation, then like, okay, I have to tune in to worldly thoughts now and then go about and do my activities, yada, yada, yada. But it's important to also keep that consciousness, that bliss, that peace that you have attained during the state of meditation within you. Keep that vibration. So, practicing the presence, living in the moment. It can be a few different things. Don't overcomplicate it because it's very simple. And that is, one would be mantra. So like she will hum, 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 which means I'm the supreme being, I'm Shiva. Or you could also do, so outside of mantras, you could also do simply talking to God or whoever you worship or your guru, whatever. And just being like, as I'm walking or seeing, acting in daily life, like, oh, Guruji, the situation's messed up, or Guruji, thank you so much for the blessings, and just a constant conversation. It could just be trivial things, like instead of letting your mind talk to itself the whole time, have the mind talk to God. Keep it simple. And so number 3, that is, so mantra, talking to God, keeping attention at the third eye, the higher chakras. So as you're walking about the day, keep in mind on the heart space, keep in mind at the third eye, keep in mind on the crown, the intention, the consciousness there. Because where attention goes, energy and consciousness follows. So when I put my attention on the spine, I'm sending energy to the spine. When I put my attention on the chakra on the spine, I'm now sending more energy towards that specific chakra. So we want to, as much as possible, keep our attention on the higher things because that's where our consciousness will gravitate towards. And that is how we will tune our mind radios to a divine frequency, divine thoughts. So another method, number 4, would be essentially it's different. It's the same as mantra, but slightly different, which is just affirmations or prayer, however you want to call it. Which would just be like if it's walking throughout the day, like you're affirming your divine nature, or which becomes like a mantra. So I guess it's the same thing. But so essentially, do not think of mantra as so limited to just like, some Sanskrit Shivoham or Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Bhagavate. You don't have to limit it to like Sanskrit, or mantras that have been better lighting, have been performed. So, like something very simple is like reveal thyself. I am peace. I am bliss. I am happiness. I am joy. Just say repeatedly, I am joy. I am joy. I am happy. I am happy. You start becoming happy. Power of mantra affirmation. So just some tips. Those are the tips and practices. And then the reason why I feel that practicing the presence is one of the most important things is because when we're living in that moment, when we're consciously aware of what's happening, when we're controlling the thoughts, essentially, then as we're doing this, we are magnetizing the mind towards spiritual thinking, like I just said. We are bringing up higher consciousness. We are gravitating it. Like all of it just like changing the mind to, all of it is really just changing like the mind radio. Because the mind is normally stuck on lower vibration things, lower frequencies, like lust, sex, food, etc. But when you start thinking of God, when you start chanting God's name, when you start bringing in affirmations, when you start bringing in divine presence, then your mind radio starts to tune in to divine vibrations, to the divine station. So that's what we want to incorporate in our daily lives. Meditation does this, but we sit down to do it in a certain period, then we get up. But this also, the meditation helps tremendously. To me, it's a foundation, because meditation will then enhance the other aspects of your life once you get out of meditation. Practicing the presence sustains meditation, sustains the practice. So once you get up from meditation, then you start chanting a mantra, you start talking to God, then before you know it, the day's over and it's time to sit down for meditation again. And you realize, wait, I never left meditation. It's just a continuation of this practice. So, like that's the key point. That's the understanding, is that this will feed your current activities. This will keep your thoughts holy. This will keep you in a calm space. So when someone does potentially lash out at you, or something rubs you the wrong way, something that you have preconceived notions of that need to be get rid of, it comes to you because the mantras are going, your mind's already in a higher state of thinking, so the mind does not already latch onto and it reacts out. No, it calmly observes, because that's the state of consciousness that is within at the moment. So, like, take that tip, try it out for yourselves. Pick a mantra, talk to God. Find out however you can bring God's presence into your life more. That's essentially the main purpose, and that's what I want from you guys, because the more you meditate, the more you live a divine life, you just become happier. That's just, and who doesn't want to be happy, So it's a short video, not much else to say. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, practice the presence, bring in God to your life, live that divine vibration as you tune into that divine station. Mind radio goes beyond physical sensations. All right. Peace be with you all.